dropped my bag off at the kitchen hut, which is just down that path. And now we're starting the Cradle Mountain summit. It says it takes about 2.5 hours on the sign, so should be good. So I am on my way to Waterfall Valley Hut now. Went back to, can't remember what the hut's called, but the one at the bottom of Cradle Mountain. Just sat down for a bit, repacked my bag, and now we're off again. The path's really rough at the moment. We're about to go onto the boardwalk though. Here we can see Barn Bluff in the distance, not far away. Finally made it. Look.
The blondie ones. Oh, there's two. That's the bigger one.
Just as the birds whistling, and I had a look at my watch, 4 points. Last night,
It's day 2 on the Overland Track. We're just leaving Waterfall Valley Huts, heading to Lake Will, I think. Got my friends. Yeah, pretty short day today, I think. That's not to say it won't be absolutely exhausting.
With you.
I'm going to get closer to it.
Oh God, Benny.
What?
What's in my face?
My foot.
I'll get your roll your sleeves up too.
Der ist nochmal, ja, sieht ab, der zweite Tag noch. Also das hat jetzt.
I've got some mad shadow going here.
So we've just woken up. It's day 3 just packing up all of our stuff, getting ready to have some breakfast. I did not sleep well last night. I'm really sunburnt on the back of my neck and on my arms, so it was really hard to get comfortable. Didn't sleep well, and I also managed to get sick the day before that I came here, so that doesn't help either. But you know, the only way out is to walk. So today's quite a long day. It's 16.8 k's, I think. It's our longest day on the entire track. So it's also going to be the hottest day, which isn't great. So we're going from Windermere Hut to Pillion Hut. We're going to drop our bags off and walk about 15 minutes back to Old Pillion Hut and go for a swim there. So, looking forward to that.
Pretty much exactly what you want. I was a bit worried.
All these people had to walk through this last night. There's a hut with me coming up. I think I'm over the jungle. I get sick of this shit.
Fuck the rainforest.
Fuck the rainforest.
Fuck the rainforest. Oh my god. We just hiked like 2.5 hours through that rainforest. And oh, fuck the rainforest. I'm exhausted. My feet hurt. I'm sweaty. It was not a fun time. Heaps of rocks, heaps of like tree roots. Very exciting. Woo!
Hi! Woo! Best day ever!
We're on day 4 and we're heading to Kiora Hut with a side trip up Mount Ossa, which is the tallest mountain in Tasmania. So should be pretty good. I think today will be about between 7 and 9 hours, so yeah, but not as much distance as yesterday, so that's good, I guess. But yeah, apparently Mount Ossa is easier than Cradle Mountain, so we'll see when we get there. This is what the trail's like so far. It's a bit bit annoying. So I'm just stopped at this little board area where people drop their bags and start the climb up Mount Ossa. I'm just waiting for the girls to catch up. And yeah, it's looking a bit cloudy at the moment. So don't know if the view's gonna be that great, but it looks like it's starting to clear up on this side, so I don't know, hopefully by the time we get up there it's a bit clearer. So we just got to head up Mount Ossa. We've dropped our packs off here, and everyone's put their rain covers on their packs to protect it from the currawongs, which is a bird here in Tasmania, and they're quite intelligent, and they have learnt how to undo the zippers of people's bags and get into their food. And so people have left their packs down here and come back and had their food stolen. They've had like valuables stolen. So yeah, you just chuck your rain cover on and put it back down, and yeah, that'll hopefully protect it. But yeah, up we go to Mount Ossa. I think it's 5.5k return, but it is a elevation climb of I think about like 500 meters. So yeah, 500 meters over like 2.5k. So yeah, should be fun. So just coming down from Mount Ossa, it was nice up there, and of course, as soon as I come down, the clouds have started to go away. Yeah, it was really cloudy up there. Couldn't see anything, but there was some snow, which was nice in the middle of summer. That was cool. But yeah, just walking back to where we dropped our packs off, and then we'll head on to the next hut. There are so many little lizards on this trail. I've genuinely seen about like 10 already, and I've only been walking for like 2 minutes. Out everywhere. There's another one up there.
He's patiently trying to sit here. He's looking. No! Stop it!
He knows what it's like.
Get your foot away from me!
So today is day 5 on the Overland Track. We're going from Kiora Hut to Burt Nichols or Windy Ridge Hut. It's about 9.6 kilometres and maybe a side trip to Hut at Falls and potentially I think it's Ferguson Falls, but that just depends on how I'm feeling and what the weather's like. It's currently raining, it's our first day of rain. So it is day 6 of the Overland Track. This is technically my last day. It's my last day of walking. So I'm walking from Burt Nichols Hut to Narcissus Hut. And then I'm spending the night at Narcissus and catching the ferry across the lake in the morning, tomorrow morning. So yeah, last night was absolutely freezing. The walk yesterday was terrible. It was raining pretty much the whole time, and yeah, I found out that my rain jacket is not so waterproof. So I've arrived at Narcissus Hut. I'm just sitting by the river, Narcissus River. Gonna wait for the girls to get here, and then they leave at either 2 or 3:30. And then I was thinking when I was walking, since my transport doesn't pick me up until 2 o'clock tomorrow, I might as well just carry on to the next hut, which is only like 5 kilometers from here. Spend the night there and then walk the rest of the way around Lake St Clair. That'll be about like 11 to 12 kilometers. That way, you know, I'm not sitting at the visitor center with nothing to do for 4 hours. Like, I'm already booked into the ferry, but I don't know, it just seems kind of pointless to get on the ferry and sit at the visitor center when, you know, like, I still feel good. I could keep walking. I could do like the whole way around the lake. So I don't know, I'll chat to the girls and see what they think, but that's my thought process at the moment. So just said goodbye to B and Anna. They managed to get a spot on the earlier ferry, so yeah, they left about 5-ish minutes ago. I'm just sitting on the jetty, just killing some time. Got a pretty nice view. So yeah, not really much to do. It's only 5 k's to the next hut, Echo Point Hut. So I'm just sitting around trying to kill some time. And then I'll start walking over there, hang out for a bit, and go to sleep. Yeah, it's a weird feeling because, like, I've spent the whole track with B and Anna, and so now that they're leaving, like, it feels like I should be leaving too. But no, I've still got the rest of today and a little bit of tomorrow. But that's okay. I mean, I originally came here expecting this to be a solo trip, so now I've kind of got my solo portion at the end, which is nice. I enjoyed walking by myself the last 2 days. It's nice to be able to just go whatever pace I want, stop whenever I want, or lack thereof. But yeah. So it is day 7, my last day on the Overland Track. Packed up my tent, packed up my bag, and yeah, just about to leave probably the most beautiful place I've ever camped on. It's just amazing. It's a really quite a sad feeling at the moment, because this has been the most amazing trip, and I've met some amazing people. I just wish that I was walking on to the next campsite and I was going to see everyone at the end of the day. Like, it's only been a week, but it feels like a lot longer than that. And, when you spend hours walking with people and, you see them every night, I don't know, it becomes really comforting. That's something I noticed straight away, I loved getting into camp and seeing the same people every day. We were all doing the exact same thing. Yeah, I don't know, it's tough. I don't want to leave. I wish that I was back at day 1. But gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah. I'll be back 100%. I will be back as soon as I possibly can. I'm on the last few hundred meters of the Overland Track. The last almost 10 kilometers have been rough. That track is nowhere near what they describe it as.